Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the Dirt Devil Endura Compact Upright Vacuum Cleaner. If you're interested in this product or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. Here's a look at the retail box and packaging, walking you through some of the key features. So Compact Power Plus quick pickups. We have a removable wand, full onboard toolkit with lots of accessories for you to use. We also have some additional info right here, rinsable filter, 2-in-1 dusting brush, and our crevice tool. We have our Clean Path technology powering everything. Easy empty dirt cup, multi-floor brush roll, removable wand as mentioned earlier, and they walk you through the advanced performance with their no loss of suction technology. Now let's go ahead, let's open this up and look at the contents. Here are all the contents. First up, we have our product literature with the customer service and contact card, followed by our user guide and manual, walking us through everything we need to know about our vacuum, how to use it, how to maintain and clean it. They also have a helpful section in the back right here with troubleshooting, our 1-year warranty information, and here's the replacement parts if you need anything filter-wise. Next, we have our main hose we have to install. It's nice and stretchy. We have our crevice tool and our brush, extension, and we have our handle, the nice red and black color scheme. They have their customer service and contact information directly on there as well. Lastly, we have the vacuum itself. Let's look at that in more detail. Here's a look at the main unit from the top. I love our red grip handle up here, and we have our release. So we can press this and we can release everything here. Take a quick peek at what it looks like with our main tube removed. This is how we're going to be able to then easily empty all the dirt, dust, and debris inside. Clearly labeled for us on the side, our max fill level there, so we know when it's time to empty. They have filter access instructions right here, so it's locked or unlocked. And it says your vacuum has a filter and it needs you, so clean the filter monthly. They have all the information for you with the belt and the filter info right there on the label, which is nice. We have our Dirt Devil logo and branding, Endura Reach, compact power, no loss of suction. So there you go. That's the main part. And then it just snaps right back in place. Let's look at it from this side. We also have another filter right here, our rinsable filter. So there we go. Ta-da! Clean and rinse as needed. And then this just snaps right back in place. So let's line it up. Snaps right in. Dirt Devil logo and branding. We have our foot indicator right there. We have our Clean Path edge-to-edge cleaning. Here's a look at the side profile. Let's flip it around. Here's the other side. We have our cord storage, accessory storage right there. You may notice too, we have our red power button, easily turn this on or off. Integrated power cable, nice and long for us. Here's a look at the very bottom with our brush roller. So we have our 2 wheels in the back. We have a middle wheel and then our brush roller right there. Just rotate it around so you get a feel. This is a pretty lightweight vacuum. It's not very heavy to be pushing around. Now let's go ahead, let's get this set up. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the handle installed. So it's gonna go right here, and we actually have a handle release button. So just line it up. It'll snap right in. Ta-da, we now have the handle installed, and we're ready to go ahead and get the hose installed. So the hose has 2 different sides on it. The side with the tab right here is gonna snap in place right there in the vacuum. The other piece is going to lock and latch in right here. So watch what happens. Just gently press it on and twist in place. And we take the extra hose and just wrap it around the top of the vacuum right there. Now we have the hose installed. Let's go ahead, let's put our accessories on. So we have all of our accessories installed, and I want to point out that when I showed you the hose installation right here, there's one more clip down here at the bottom to clip the hose into to store it and keep it in place. But you may notice on this side, we wrapped our cable around. We have our crevice tool installed. And on the other side, we have our extension right here. So everything can store on the vacuum itself. Now there's nothing left to do besides actually try out and use the vacuum. Alright, so check out those carpet lines right there. Everything looks really nice, and you can definitely tell where the carpet has been vacuumed. Now we have the vacuum configured with the handle remove, so press to release right there. Go ahead, take the hose off from this part of the vacuum, and it just clips right into there at the top of the handle. And now we have our extension accessory on and the crevice tool. Keep in mind you don't have to use both of these at the same time if you don't want to. But now we can use that crevice tool to clean some of those hard to reach areas like the steps right here. Alright, we just finished our first clean. Now let's go ahead, let's look at the results. First, we're going to check out the contents of the dustbin right here. Then we'll look at the brush roller to see if it has any tangles, things like that. I think it's pretty obvious, even just looking at this from the side right here. We have a pet, so I do have a dog. This is going to be so gross. Look at all of the hair that we picked up just in one sweep. Oh, this is gross. Here we go. Let's open up our dustbin right there. So what I want you to be able to focus on is right here. Not only do we have those larger fibers and pet hair, things like that, but look at the amount of really fine dirt and dust. I think that's always important to consider. You want a vacuum that can suck up the really fine particles, but also be able to trap and filter them in place. Again, this is a real world test, what we're able to pick up right around my house just in one pass. And we vacuumed on hard floors and carpet. Let's just snap that right back in, and let's flip it over to the bottom right here. Let's look at our brush roller with that overhead shot. So in regards to tangles, we do have some hair and tangles right there from my lovely wife, and our carpet fibers from the shag rug. So you will have to maintain this, I'd say, pretty frequently. If we already have this much on here just in one pass, just make sure to look every once in a while to make sure the vacuum's performing as good as it can by clipping away anything from the main brush and clearing out any clogs there. You don't want to have those threads and hairs build up and affect the performance of the vacuum. But I gotta say, I'm impressed with our first clean here. I'm surprised it was able to pick up as much stuff as it did. Now let me share with you my final thoughts after using the Dirt Devil Endura upright vacuum. I see why this unit is so popular. It's definitely a case of you get what you pay for, but you're not paying that much for this vacuum at all. So if you want maybe an extra vacuum, a vacuum around the shop, maybe in your apartment, things like that, just for a casual clean, that's why you're considering this vacuum. You need something to clean your floors, but you don't want to break the bank, and you don't care about all those fancy features available today. You just want something that's budget friendly and good enough. That is why this vacuum is so popular, and after using it, that's definitely true, at least from my experience. Is it the best vacuum? No. Does it have the best suction? No. Is it easy for those hard to reach areas? No. But again, who is the user of this vacuum? That's what you got to think about. So with that being said, it's definitely a nice, solid, budget-friendly choice. I'm happy with it. I can't believe it did as good of a job as it did cleaning, getting up the pet hair, avoiding some tangles, and getting the really fine dirt and dust. Would I like it to have some additional features? Sure, but it's going to change the price point of what this vacuum really is.